Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Utah Utes offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. So UCLA's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The Bruins want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Garbers. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, that's a great example of KYP, know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Firing deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
He's looking to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Keithy. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll line up for a second down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Bruins in the hurry up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Brings up second down.
Dropping back, it's Garbers. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. He's got his man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop, and they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Shotgun snap on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. On the ground, it's Harden. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The hand to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Back to throw, it's Rising. They're setting up the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Utes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He breaks a tackle, and the Utes get him past the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Utes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gives it to the back on the draw. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Garbers. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Never breaks stride. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Garbers. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Oh, the pirouette, he's got room. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Bruins are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He caught it!
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The running back has it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Makes the catch. It's Flores. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Back to throw, it's Garbers. Takes the easy one to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Flores. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Harden. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He looks that one in nicely. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
UCLA.
He's looking to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Moving toward the end zone, ball out! And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. The 50. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up in a position to score some points.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Garbers. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds space on the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. They move the tight end all over. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give on the inside. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw. It's rising. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Utes. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Lining up to add another. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Heaves it deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Harden. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. 1st down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Pittman. They get him down after he makes the catch. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Back to pass, it's Rising. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Fast motion from the offense. Barges ahead. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Number 3.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for space, it's Harden. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
The Utes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. Looking for a man, it's Garbers. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Catch in the middle, it's Parks. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. To the air, it's rising. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Utes! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Makes the quick grab. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
To the air, it's Garbers. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. connection to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there and on third down, and I need that yardage. I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the curve.
On the run, it's Harden. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Bruins are threatening in the red zone.
First down for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Scanning the field, it's Garbers. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. A quick pass to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pittman. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Rising. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Utes will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Davey, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Nice move to stay on his feet. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Running it back, it's Sturdivant. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Garbers. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Garbers. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the right side. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play, 83 yards on the touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner will be brought down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Snagged in the middle. It's Parks. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The give to the lone running back. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Looking for room. It's Glover. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Rising. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. It's complete to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Makes the catch past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. A new set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, "Why aren't you getting past?"
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
First and goal. Utah.
A first down run on the doorstep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense going all in to stop the run. Trying to get in the end zone again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
With the carry.
And there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The back goes in motion. And off to Jones. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about it. He made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. To throw, it's Garbers. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep seriously and personally on the practice field building up to this one, because he's barely made any mistakes today.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. To the ground with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And this offense can just about haste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver shows motion. Knocked down for the tackle. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. With the catch, it's Parks. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking downfield, it's Rising. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Got to keep that urgency up here, but already in position for the game-tying field goal. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing up.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me a field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Uncorks it. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Already 2 for 2 on the day, and now a chance to finish his day with a game-winning kick. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one.